We are a weekly podcast, Soul of a Gamer.
Hey, I'm smart this time. Let's
not go that far, okay?
I won't fuck it up again.
I love pressing that button. That was my favorite button to press.
It's definitely.
This game gets really fucking weird.
Yeah, so you do acid and then you go into the hamster shit.
And this week is...
Night Trap.
Night Trap!
They're right behind you. Night Trap. 10-year-old birthday party. Next scene, kill the kid.
You got to kill the kid. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, car is coming. Throw your body into the car and die. All I could do every time I was playing Ethan was just would start walking around and go, Jason!
Oh, God.
It's just... I mean, yeller.
Yaller.
Have you ever
Yoler.
seen South Park?
I mean, I've seen South Park. I don't know if
Have
I've
you
seen
that
that South
episode?
Park.
It's an episode with Tyler Perry. And
Oh, I don't
it's
know if
like-
I've seen that one.
It's like the only people who bothered to show up to the comedy awards were Tyler Perry and me, a fourth grader.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just- they were shitting on Tyler Perry and they put him in like a steel box at the end of the episode. They saved the world from him.
Fair. I
It's
mean-
just so funny.
Tyler Perry's just done a lot of shit. Like, some of it's okay, some of it's meh, some of it's really
Yeah.
bad.
I think he's done so much that there's probably 5% that works really well, and then the rest of it's complete garbage. And
I feel
you know,
like
somewhere in the middle
He
there,
started
there's,
off
like,
really strong, and then it
Yeah.
just went, whoa.
then Medea went to prison, came out. You're just like, okay, Tyler, come on, guy.
Well, I just couldn't believe how far he went with Medea and how many Medea movies and TV shows and stuff
You know,
he
it's-
made. I was like, what
I like
in
to
the
call
world?
it the Adam Sandler effect. You know,
True.
it's just that they take their comedy to such a point where you know it's not going to be funny, but they still try.
I mean, it's somehow still successful in a lot of those times, though,
Oh
too.
no! Well, remember Jack and Jill?
Yeah.
See, that wasn't successful. That's around the time that Medea was huge, when like
True.
everyone was doing that. Like, well, you know, Eddie Murphy kind of started this whole thing with the Nutty Professor. I feel like where he played every role in the family.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
everyone's like, well, we could do that too, and then it does not work out well.
No, it doesn't really. I don't. Well, also, it just doesn't bring a lot of variety to it. Like,
No.
even if you're acting a bunch of different ways, it's still you every time. It's still
Well, and it's like,
aesthetically you.
You have to be a fucking phenomenal actor to really bring that out.
Seriously.
And Adam Sandler is not a phenomenal actor. He has phenomenal roles, but he's not a phenomenal actor.
I guess I agree with that.
Yeah.
He's definitely shown up at times to be really great.
Yeah, like there's select movies where you're like, holy shit, how is he not a fucking professional actor?
Yeah, like you watch him in Uncut Gems and you're like, wait, you couldn't do serious shit? Like,
But I
since
think
when?
that's a lot of direction. I think it's like the director
Yeah.
really matters for those, because he's just
True.
not an actor who can take it. It's like you know, you cast Emily Blunt in a movie and you know you're gonna get this like really strong woman who is also like very powerful, and she doesn't like deviate from that role too often unless she does a comedy.
True.
And when she does that, like you could tell, like, oh, you're not a good actress. You don't change the type of roles you do at all.
Yeah, I mean, besides, I think Devil Wears Prada, she's a little bitchy in that, and she does that pretty well. But
Yeah.
even like, if you watch all the cuts and like takes of that, like all the behind the scenes, she's laughing throughout every take. She's like, I can't actually like say this. I feel so bad being so
Yeah.
mean. Like, it feels
Yeah.
so disingenuous.
It's not like, he gets a lot of flack, but I will throw fucking, what's his name from, shit, what's the,
Yes, the person.
God damn it, he's an actor, he's a musician.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared Leto. So,
Wow. Okay.
yeah, well, he's the only one who's really famous for both, you know?
Yeah.
He's an incredible actor. He gets
can
really
be.
into his fucking
Yeah.
roles, but often he goes like a step too far, and that's why they're bad. So,
Yes. Yeah, I can agree with that. Definitely.
yeah, but if you ever read the Suicide Squad story, guys, sorry, I know we're
Oh,
not
dude, it's
talking a lot
crazy.
about the game yet, but the Suicide Squad story where he's coming out no matter what time of day it is, dressed in the full Joker apparel, and then putting his balls in people's cereal while they're eating.
Well,
Just
I
like,
heard he like delivered like a dead rat to somebody outside of
yeah,
someone's trailer, and the
because
like
he's
weird
so
hostage
into the
notes
role
and
he doesn't
shit.
want to get out of
Yeah.
it. Like, and I'm just like, that's fucking sweet. That's cool. But
No.
you take it a step too far.
I mean, I'm all for like staying in character to a certain degree,
Yeah.
but also you need to have separation.
You're right. That's that step too far. He's very serious, but it doesn't
Yeah,
like translate well on screen, I think is the problem.
yeah, that's fair.
All right. Well, that was our little ditty about Tyler Perry and Jared Leto and Adam
Yeah,
Sandler. So here we are, our source soul of a gamer.
where we talk about games, not
And sometimes
movies.
movies.
Yeah, sometimes, and they don't even have to be game related.
Yeah. I'm Scott.
I'm Steven.
And every week we play a game, we tell you about it. So this week we're going to be playing what, Steven?
This week we were playing Disco Elysium.
Yes, and we do hope you enjoyed our last week's episode, which I believe was another hot takes. And our
Yes, it
previous
was.
episode before that was the Space Marine.
Yes, Space Marine 2.
Space Marine 2. Yeah.
Where am
So we hope you enjoyed that one. We're coming at you with Disco Elysium, an RPG adventure game. So
I?
we'll
Yeah.
talk about that right in a second after we talk about what we've been playing this month.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's a month thing now.
Pretty much, yeah. So yeah, last time I told you guys I was playing South of Midnight and I beat that. It was really, really fantastically good. And I've actually been playing 2 games. I just actually been started playing Smite 2 with my wife
Nice.
recently.
I played a little bit of that and it was a lot of fun. It's just I don't
Yeah.
understand the difference between that and Smite. So it looks
It's
exactly the same. It feels exactly the same. The characters essentially do the same thing outside of several select characters that do a little bit different abilities.
yeah. It's a lot more you can play anything in any role.
Yeah.
Without it being magic and physical, being strength and intelligence this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I think that was a good
one
move by them.
Yeah, it really was. And then them also making different aspects. So you can actually change the character's abilities in the game, which is interesting. Like one of the characters that's a ranged character, you can actually, if you want to play him in the jungle, it's actually better to have a cleaves attacks. So you can change his basics to cleaves,
That's
but
cool.
then it takes away his range. So it's like,
I mean, that's kind of like Uller back in the day, right?
yeah, but this isn't like a switch stance that you do throughout the game. This is a one-time decision at the start of the game, and that's how you play the rest of the game.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's very
Weird.
different, very unique. The only problem I'm having right now is just the caliber of players in the game right now.
Yeah.
I played 6 games today, and of those 6 games, someone on my team, every one of the 6 games, went out, died a bunch of times, complained about it, and then left.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was always on only my team every time. And I'm like, why is this happening? Like, why is it always on my team? Like, this is so stupid. Like, it's so ridiculous.
Dude. I can't believe how bad these guys. My teammates are bad. That's why I've died 25
Oh my God.
times.
Like, this one guy kept on getting ganked by the jungler, which just happened to be a Poseidon.
Yeah.
But the solo laner kept on saying the middle laner was missing because he thinks Poseidon can only be played in the mid lane.
Yeah.
So he's yelling at me the entire time, like, your middle laner's missing. I'm like, no, I'm fighting mine. He's right here. Never left
He's
the lane.
in front of me. He loves me, actually.
You're getting that at the jungler, not me. But
Relationship.
yeah, he like just did a bunch of shit, said a bunch of shit, and then just left the game. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Just because there was a Poseidon that was attacking you.
Yeah, that's stupid. Well, I've been playing. I'm
Yeah.
back on Dragon Age Origins.
Oh,
So
okay.
I tried the rogue build that everyone told me to try, and it's just complete garbage. I cannot play
Oh,
it
yeah?
like that.
No?
I don't know. Like, I think it's just the way I build my companion characters. I
Okay.
don't think I built them well enough to be able to deal with the
Oh, okay, because you have to make them more frontliners or healing or
so
something.
the point in the rogue that I wanted to build was just like a constant hit rogue. So you sacrifice like damage for just constantly hitting, so your DPS is really
Okay.
high.
Okay.
But there's no stun blocks, there's no resistance, there's no good armors. Like Dragon Age really does not sell a good DPS. And the
Okay.
two best characters that I've ever played in Dragon Age were a mage, which was really fucking hard because then you have to like surround yourself with tanks,
Mm-hmm.
and a warrior, which is like easy mode. It's basically fucking easy mode because
Okay.
whenever I play a warrior, I do fantastic
Okay.
because they really built the game to be more warrior friendly. So I wanted to play because I played on Xbox and I played a warrior and it was fun, but I never
Mm-hmm.
finished because they didn't have the DLC open to use.
Okay.
And instead now I'm going to play a warrior on the computer where I have all my DLC that I need.
Nice.
And that includes like DLC for that and every single Dragon Age game.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that's what I'm playing. That's what we're playing.
Nice. Cool.
All right. You want to jump into
All
the
right.
game?
Yeah. Tell us about the game.
Okay, so the story of Elysium, you play as Detective Harrier. Sorry, I didn't write down the story this time because I forgot. Harrier
The boy.
something
or
something.
Dubois or whatever.
Dubois, yeah. Harrier
Yeah,
Dubois.
Dubois.
It's Harrier something Dubois. And you are a detective in an action RPG where you are trying to solve a murder case with the help of your partner Kim, as well as a slew of other characters who are there to support.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it. That's all I want to give away because holy shit, that game is fucking. This game is fucking awesome, and I will get more into that in the review. But holy, I love this game. This was so much fun to play. The story of Disco Elysium begins in 2005 in Tallinn, Estonia. If you don't know where that is, I had to look it up. It is in Russia.
Oh, okay.
That year, Robert Kurvitz and a group of his friends spent much of their time drinking together and discussing art, culture, and creative work they wanted to pursue. Out of these conversations, they formed a collective known as Zaum. Now, this was not the official company. This is just a collective. They're just known as Zaum. Over the next decade, the group collaborated on a wide range of artistic projects, including writing, music, and exhibitions. But despite their ambitions, they did not create a video game during this period. One of their major early efforts was the creation of original tabletop role-playing game, heavily inspired by the systems like Dungeons and Dragons. They designed their own expansive fictional setting, laying the foundation for what would later become the world of Disco Elysium. So when they explain this, like it's crazy. They start in like before Middle Ages time, and then they like kind of soon realized, well, it'd be more fun in the Middle Ages, and they tried that, and they're like, let's go with 1970s cop drama. Like they wanted to do a more they wanted to do a more modern age RPG, so they had a lot of fun with that. And guys, I say it's like D&D because that's like what they gave, but honestly, it sounds more like what's the one in the future? I always forget this for some reason.
Cyberpunk or
yeah, well, no, it's not Cyberpunk. It's called whatever it is. They use 2d6s for all of their rolls, or d6s for every single roll. And this game is similar. They only use d6s. They do not use anything else. There is a D100 you can get in the game, but other than that, it's all D6 rolls. During this time, Robert Kurvitz wrote a novel set in the same universe. The novel, however, was not a commercial success. Its failure had a major impact on Kurvitz, leading him into a period of heavy alcoholism. It was around this time that Cower Kender's children suggested a new direction. They encouraged Kurvitz to stop writing books and make a video game instead. Initially, Kurvitz resisted the idea. He believed the game project would fail just as the novel had, and he was reluctant to begin again. Nonetheless, by 2014, the team committed to making a video game based on their shared creative world. There was a great quote in there where they talk about, like, there's a guy on the team called Cower. I mentioned that there, and Cower is the creative director. And Cower's kids, like, they were trying to write books and stories based on the tabletop game they wrote. And Cower's kids are like, why are you writing books? Books are stupid. You should do video games instead. It's just like the funniest quote you've ever heard. Books are stupid.
Books are stupid.
From the start, the development process faced major financial challenges. Estonia had a small gaming industry at the time, with only one other notable game studio in the country, making experienced developers hard to find. Funding was scarce. To help finance the project, and I don't understand this part at all. They didn't go into why this happened or how he got this. So he's a poor dude who can't pay his rent. Okay, that's what the story's. That's everything I found about him was he's poor. He can't pay his rent. He's living like barely living, scraping by, getting donations from friends. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. To help finance the project, Kermit sold his Ferrari. And I'm like, how did you have a Ferrari?
Some people keep that one possession.
But where did he get it in the first place?
Maybe it was an heirloom. Some family member
It
left him or
had to be
something.
because there's no, but based on everything, he was homeless essentially. Like
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck
But
he
I've
got
seen
this
people who were
Ferrari.
were kind of successful or their parents were successful and they had
Yeah.
a car and they kept that car even when they went to shit afterwards.
Yeah, it's just it's so
Maybe.
interesting. I
It's very
cannot
interesting.
believe uh his
But I
personal
mean,
investment.
go.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, that's cool of him though. Like, I guess I'll just
Yeah.
sell my Ferrari to pay for this.
Right. He probably bought a shit ton more after the game exploded.
Oh yeah.
His personal investment signaled the seriousness of the project, and soon after, investors began to show interest. To minimize costs, Zaum based their operations in an abandoned art gallery in Tallinn, where they did not have to pay rent. So
Fair.
I don't know, and it didn't explain where they got the electricity or anything from, but I'm very curious where they got it from.
Maybe just generators.
Maybe like just oil, because again, it's Russia, and it's a very poor area in Russia. Estonia is
True.
not a rich area at all. Kurvitz and his lead artist shared a workspace, allowing them to collaborate closely. All the game's art was hand painted, a decision driven by Kurvitz's admiration for the artist's style. So you'll see, like while playing the game, the
Yeah.
overlay art, it's all hand painted art. None of it's
Oh,
computer
okay. Yeah,
generated.
yeah.
None of it's like used from, I believe, is it Unity? The Unity engine that has all those like presets for
I
set
think
that
so.
I think so. So none of that shit. It's all hand painted art scenes.
Which I mean, you can kind of definitely tell, especially in a lot of the different like artworks
Yeah,
and stuff that you see. It looks painted.
it very much so. Kermit's visions for the game was heavily influenced by his love of investigative role-playing missions in titles like The Witcher series and Baldur's Gate 2. He also drew from
Cool.
literary realism, especially with the works of Emile Zola, which emphasize human suffering and the struggles of everyday life. Additionally, the political spirit of the 1990s Estonian punk bands helped shape the game's tone and themes, which I thought was really funny too. They're like,
Right?
all the punk bands were political. I'm like, aren't all punk bands political? Like, isn't that just punk?
Yeah, that's just kind of what punk is a lot of
Yeah.
times.
So they one of the most ambitious features the team created was the thought cabinet, which allowed players to collect and internalize philosophical ideas rather than looting items from defeated enemies. Developing this system almost exhausted the project's finances. Literally, they said this was the one thing they wanted to keep. If it took all of the money, they would do this one thing, and it was really cool. And
Yeah.
like, I am 100% on board because I thought this was so much cooler than looting enemies.
Yeah, for sure.
Reading and dialogue were central to the experience they wanted to deliver. The team designed the game's text boxes to resemble Twitter's format, believing this would make reading large amounts of text feel more natural to modern audiences.
It's fair. It's fair.
Literally, they said they spent like 50 or 60 hours researching how to present text to players because they were so worried that the game would feel so overburdened that they're like, okay, how can we get people
Yeah.
with no extension?
I don't know
What am I?
what you're saying.
Whatever. With
Yeah.
attention
Oh,
span
attention span. Yeah. There you
to
go.
read what we want them to read. You know?
True.
Yeah.
That and just the amount of you're reading, not having it affect your eyes or be painful on the eyes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you
And
need to
Twitter's
have differences.
Well, and Twitter's one of those things that people would just scroll through for fucking hours reading,
True.
like essentially horse shit. So
Yeah.
at least
I mean,
this is good
sometimes you're
writing.
going through the list of 80,000 comments, reading all 80,000. I'm
Yep,
like, oh my
yep.
God, these people are awful.
They worked carefully to strike a balance between providing deep information and avoiding player overload. The game was built using the Unity engine and incorporated motion capture for its character animations, allowing for more realistic movement without excessive cost. So they didn't do motion capture for like the faces or anything. They
Yeah.
just did it for the tiny movements that you'll do. So there was a
Yeah.
part in the game where you can dance in the church. And the dancing's really funny. And all of that is like based on what they danced in real life. Which I
Nice.
thought was it's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
In 2016, Zalm officially incorporated as a company and secured its first round of venture capital funding. With this funding, they hired the British band British Sea Power to compose the game's soundtrack. After meeting the
Okay.
band in Birmingham, England, the Zalm team found the environment welcoming and they decided to relocate their headquarters there. So if they never hired this team, they would have never moved to England, and this game probably never would have been successful, by the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is fucking crazy. In 2017, they announced their game under the working title No Truce with the Furies. And so this one video I listened to on it,
Yeah.
he does not say Furies, right? He says furries.
Nice.
So luckily I double checked the spelling because I'm like, why the
Yeah.
fuck would they name it No Truce for the Furries? Like, I did
Because
not get that
why
at all
not?
playing the game. Where
Right?
did the furries come to play?
You know.
It was good. It was funny. I thought it was a pretty good little thing. He had a very, I'm guessing he was Russian. He had a very deep accent.
Yeah, that's fair.
Initially, the project had a smaller scope, but with additional investment, they expanded the world, writing, and technical ambitions. As a result, the release date was pushed back. To manage the complexity of the game's branching dialogue system, the team used, and I didn't know this was a thing, by the way, because when we talked about the Gods game,
Yeah.
they wrote out all of their dialogue shit. They
Mhm.
didn't use a system for it.
Yeah.
So their
think so.
branching dialogue, whatever, where they said they had like a million choices that took them hours on end.
Yeah.
This team used a specialized tool called Artisy, which
Okay.
essentially helps you keep track of branching dialogue.
Oh, well, that's cool.
And I was like, why didn't the God people use this? I don't quite understand.
Maybe they didn't know about it, or maybe they didn't have. I don't know. Just didn't
Yeah, I
think
was
about
just,
it.
as soon as I heard that, I was like, that's weird that other people don't use this if they have a shit ton of branching dialogue.
Maybe some
Despite
people think they can keep track of it all on their own.
maybe, and you probably can. It's just fucking harder. And this way, like all the branching
100%.
dialogue is written in a single piece of programming that anyone can access. So they can be like, okay, so this branch is here, but what if we add this now too? And you could put notes in there.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like a much better idea.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why it works so well.
Yeah. Despite feedback from others suggesting that the game's darker themes, such as addiction, existential despair, and mental illness, might limit its audience, Kurvitz refused to remove or censor these elements. He remained committed to portraying the world in full without compromise, which I appreciate a lot.
Yes, I do too.
Because honestly, that added a whole layer of like, oh my God, this is so real into the game.
Yeah, it really did.
In 2018, the project was renamed Disco Elysium. The game was, and I didn't put this in here, but so disco means, God, it's Latin. Is it new?
I can't remember.
I can't remember if disco means new, but essentially Elysium is like you know what Elysium is, right?
I know the term, but I don't honestly know the
It's the
exact.
ideal world.
Okay.
So it's like that is perfection beyond perfection. Everyone is happy. There's no unhappiness at all. Elysium is the perfect world. It's paradise essentially.
Okay.
And then I think disco means new, so it's new paradise or something like that. That's why they named it that.
Someone says Disco Elysium means Disco World.
Yeah, so Elysium is again Paradise World, but disco and disco to them both meant the fact that they were very inspired by the disco of the 70s, but they also stated that disco in Latin means either new or something. I can't remember exactly what.
I learn.
Oh, learn? Was that it? I don't remember.
I don't know. I just saw something that said disco in Latin. I learned.
Yeah, they definitely really liked it, like the idea of the Latin influence from it, and also the fact that disco is like 70s. So they really love wordplay in the game, clearly.
Yeah, and I mean, I learned the world makes sense for this game though too.
Yeah, true. The game was released on October 15, 2019. It received immediate critical acclaim with praise for its innovative narrative design, detailed world building, and unique approach to role-playing mechanics. At the Game Awards 2019, Disco Elysium won 4 major awards: Best Narrative, Best Independent Game, Best Role-Playing Game, and I don't understand how this is an award, but Fresh Indie Game Award.
It's just...
It's for
because
the studio,
it's like a brand new.
It's
not like a already there IP. It's a full fresh idea. Like I guess
I think you're probably right. It's just a weird fucking name for a
yeah
award.
It just sounds weird. Yeah.
Yeah. The game became a top seller on Steam and surpassed 1 million copies within its first year. The original version of the game did not feature full voice acting, which I did not know.
Yeah, I know. I thought I heard that too, and I was like, "What the hell? No."
Yeah, however, in Disco Elysium, the final cut, voice acting was added for every line of dialogue. Steven,
It's
take a
crazy.
guess how many words are in the game.
It's ridiculous. It's got to be
Just
like
guess.
5 million. It's
Oh,
probably
that's
way
way too
low.
much, actually.
Oh, okay.
So
1 million.
recording the game's over 1.2 million words that of text took approximately 14 months to complete.
Fair. That's crazy though. Still,
Isn't that a crazy amount of fucking words in a game?
yes. I mean, I don't know the average amount of words in a game,
It
but
cannot be 1 million. There's so many
yeah.
branching dialogues, though. I think that's what it had to be.
Oh,
Uh,
definitely.
The game faced some controversy internationally. In Australia, it was initially refused a classification rating due to its depiction of sex, drug use, and alcohol abuse, effectively banning it from sale. However, after an appeal, the game was granted an 18+ rating and became legally available.
Good.
And on
Okay.
the appeal, they talk all about that in this cool video I watched where they're like, yeah,
Yeah.
what we told them is, yes, you can do drugs. Yes, you can drink, just like in real life. You have to
Mhm.
make the choice to do these things. You have to actively
Yeah.
look for these things. Like it doesn't just stumble upon in your lap and you do it. There's
Yeah.
nothing forcing you. At any point you can say no. We're not saying be addicted to shit. We're saying this is what the world looks like at any given moment in time.
And you will have a guy following you the entire time, judging every
Yes.
decision you ever
Yes.
make.
Today, Disco Elysium is regarded as one of the most important narrative RPGs of its generation. Its development story reflects years of persistence, risk-taking, and strong commitment to creative vision, transforming a small group's idea into a globally celebrated work.
Boom. Mic
Yeah,
drop.
yeah, it was a cool story. They did a lot of cool things with this. So,
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. I guess let's go in and get into the best and the worst, and let's talk about the good things and the bad things they did.
let's hear. What's your good things on this?
Obviously for me, dialogue is incredible.
Yep.
There's a lot of times where it's just like there's times where the dialogue goes right over my head. Like I'm like, what the fuck is being said? There's
Yeah.
other times the dialogue is like really cool, quick, witty. There's other
Yeah.
times the dialogue is downright hilarious. There's other times that I'm like, oh my God, is this referencing Fast and the Furious right now?
Yeah.
There's other times where I'm like, yeah, I would ride till I die, bitch. Like there's just some lines in this game that you're just like, what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
I just laugh reading them, and I have to say them to Jen. I'm like, look what I can say in this game.
Yeah. The dialogue in this game kills it. Also, the voice acting on fucking
Oh,
point.
so
I didn't have a problem
good.
with a single person's voice acting performance in this game. I didn't bother writing them down because I'm kind of tired of writing down all the names and giving you guys
That's
all
fair.
the names. I think from
Yes.
now on, I'm probably not going to do that because it's just a lot of work to push them
We'll
all.
probably just point out the ones that like stand out the most if there is a
Yeah,
standout performer.
even if that, who knows? You never know.
Yeah.
But they did a
Probably so.
really good job. Everyone who is in the voice acting cast did a fucking phenomenal job doing it. Like honestly, this was a lot of fun just listening to all the different voices. that
Yeah,
they had for it.
I definitely would prefer to have the voices in it. So I definitely say
Yeah.
definitive cut's the best way to play this.
I agree 100%. And like it really did show, although the themes are very Eastern European in
Mhm.
like I guess in
Everything?
practice,
Yeah.
it's easier to see that with the voice acting because a lot of people have very select accents. So
True.
and it was really cool to see that. One of the bad things about this game that I will say, the movement is kind of shitty.
Oh, it's so slow and
So
it takes forever.
it's slow and it's blocky. And
Yes.
I know they put in a little shortcut here to kind of make it easier where you can interact with items. If you didn't know how to get to those items, it would essentially take you to those items extremely slowly, but it
Mhm.
would. So then you'd know how to get to them. But
Yeah.
a lot of the things, it's like, what do you mean I can't go through? How can I climb this box, but I can't walk on this fucking part of the sidewalk? What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, there was like weird things with the map where I was like, why can't I go there?
Yeah.
Going around the map is confusing and you'll go to so many doors. You're like, yay, a door. You can't go this way.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck.
It-
Every time?
A lot of dialogue options to get past a lot of doors. And
Yes.
another thing is they do have a fast travel system, but it's kind of fucking dumb.
It's shitty.
Like
Yeah.
Well, you can only fast travel to 3 areas, which is fine because they're kind of all like centralized anyway. It's not a very big map. But
Yeah.
then you can only fast travel if you're standing in front of one of those areas.
Yep.
Which I was like, why would they do that? Why not just have it so you could fast travel from anywhere? Like, why do I have to walk back to the front of this fucking building? And I mean, it might be so you could appreciate the art. It might be so you like if you go back, maybe you missed to talk to someone and you're like, oh, did I talk to that person? And then you decide no and
Yeah.
you talk to him, I guess. But either way, I think it would have been more beneficial to have a little bit more fast travel.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I agree with that. Like for me, because this game essentially boils down to a point and click adventure
Yep.
mixed with an RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Like the RPG elements are great. For me, it's the point and click adventure that I still fall victim to. It still has the same kind of weird puzzles, really slow traveling, lots of
Yeah.
retracing your steps over and over again. There's
Lots of
sometimes,
re-dialogue with people you've already talked to. Like
yep,
it is a lot, and it's called an isometric, I believe, RPG.
okay,
So it's just a lot. It's a lot. There's no combat
yeah.
in here, which I think was actually a plus. They
You
do have like a
can have some combat.
some, but not
Yeah,
like there's no real combat. There's no like you have to
yeah.
kill this guard in order to
No, but you can like punch
grab a
some
key. Yeah,
people. Yeah.
all combat is done through dialogue,
Yep.
essentially. Like you'd have to take the combat option in dialogue in order to fulfill it.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of checks in this game. There are so many fucking
Oh, so
different
many.
checks. It's crazy. It's actually really cool how many checks there really
I
are.
was gonna say that's another best for me.
Yeah.
Is that the dialogue and like how it threads, and
Hmm.
sometimes like you'll be in the middle of a conversation, but then all of a sudden you'll start arguing with a certain personality trait of yours,
Yeah.
and
And you
you're like,
have,
wait, what the
is it
fuck?
15 or 20 personality traits?
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah, something like that, and it's ridiculous because you'll start arguing with
And
like
they all have
the
different voices,
logic
by the
part of
way.
your brain, or
Yeah.
you'll start or like even talking to inanimate objects. You can argue with a tie, or you can like yell at a chair, or
Yeah.
you can
Well,
take
even
damage while
further
on a
on
chair.
that,
It's
like
so
this is like
weird.
the coolest thing. So they have these checks, right?
Hmm.
And not only do you have to pass a dice roll, you also get bonuses from what you have, but also you get bonuses based on world events that you've done.
Yes,
So
and
there's
gear that
one,
you're wearing too.
yeah, and gear that you're wearing. Like it's actually really fucking cool how like intricate the RPG system in this game is for a
Hmm.
completely text-based RPG.
Yes,
Like
for
this,
sure.
it's crazy for a text-based RPG. I would go as far to say.
Yeah, no, like a lot of times Scott is always talking about in like a lot of these story-based games or these like dating simulators or point and click adventures that there's not
Yeah,
enough involved in this, but this
there's not
has
enough
so
ump.
much.
It does, and it
Almost too much
honestly
sometimes. It's a lot.
almost too much, but I appreciated every second of this, and I think this is just my RPG bias coming out because I really do
Yeah.
like RPGs a lot. But this one was just fucking incredible in the way it did its shit. Like its RPG system was actually a lot of fun and it made sense. It does take a while to get used to it, I will say,
Yes.
which like it was very confusing for the first 30 minutes of playing, and then after that it got a lot easier.
Yeah.
But it is very blunt with what it's asking you to do right away.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
making you experience failure right away. It's actually really funny.
I was even kind of saying more along the lines of what you were saying, how it just kind of vibes with you. This game is really great for the natural explorer types. The
Yeah.
people who just go into a game and just want to read every dialogue, see every option, click every button, turn every
And not
stone.
just that. So they made this game purposely so every replay is a different play.
I know, it's crazy.
It's insane because you can make communist ideas, you can make democratic ideas, you can make liberal
Mhm.
ideas, you can make conservative ideas, and they all affect what kind of like bonuses you get and what kind of dialogues you get from people. It's actually really fucking interesting.
Yeah, it's a one of a kind, very unique game. You're not going to get a game like this. A lot of people are saying, "I want something fresh. I want something new." Scott was
This
joking
is a
about it getting a fresh reward, a fresh award, but it really is a fresh of breath
like
air in a
yeah.
video game.
Oh
Like
my
it's
god.
something we've never seen before.
And honestly, they did it perfectly. This game studio, Realm, they're fucking amazing. And when they
Mhm.
release their next game, holy shit, I bet it's
You're
gonna be
all in.
20 times better. Yeah. All right, you want to jump into the first few hours?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
So, oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna give it a pass. So like the first 30 minutes is hard. But as soon
Okay,
as
yeah,
you get
yeah.
out of that hotel room and you start talking to people, it starts becoming obvious what you need to do.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's
I'll
fair.
go to pass.
For me, I think it's a little boring and it's hard to know where to go or how much you should talk. Like
Yeah.
I'm a really big overthinker, and for me, this game is not for overthinkers. Like I am like how much should I talk to these people? How much should I not talk to people? Am I talking too much? Am I should I be clicking every single item in here? Is
The answer
like
is yes.
and so like there's but I do say like once you start to find your way and you do find that interesting story point that starts pulling you in, like those are the times where I'm like I'll start going on a line of dialogue and I'm like, wait, now we're talking about ghosts at the bookstore? What the
Yep.
fuck? And I'm like, I want to go behind this curtain. Don't go behind the curtain. I want to go behind the fucking curtain. You can't go, but I'm a fucking cop. Let me go behind the fucking curtain. No, there's a ghost. Well, I have to see the ghost.
Right.
Like,
And it's funny. It's even funnier because your partner's with you at all times, and he's like, "Are you
yes.
fucking kidding me right now? You want to see the fucking ghost? Are you out of your fucking mind?" Like it's just
Like, are you still hungover? Like, why are you so?
yeah. You are an alcoholic cop, by the way. We
Yes, you
didn't
wake up
mention that.
hungover in your tidy whiteys and
And you've
shoes out the
completely
window,
forgotten your entire life, and everyone who knows you is just like, "Are you fucking serious?" Just
and
like
you owe
it's
people money, and everyone's
yep.
pissed at you, and no one
You
cares.
destroyed a hotel room, and then you can sing karaoke, and that was really fun. Like,
So, yeah,
did you sing the karaoke?
I didn't get that far. No.
Oh my god, it's so if you fail and I failed, he sings a song and it's a beautiful song, mind you. And he just
Okay.
sings it so bad. And
Nice.
people are just like, I don't they're like clapping very like, good job, buddy.
Yay! You
Like,
did
it's
it.
just
You did a thing. You did it.
it is so funny.
Nice. All right.
All
So I
right,
guess let's get into Steve Achieves
let's
next.
hear it. There's a
So
bunch of cool ones in here I saw that I got,
yes.
so
If you're a main story kind of player, you can expect this game to take about 20 to 25 hours.
yeah.
But Disco Elysium isn't about speed. It's about soaking in the weird.
That's not
So
true.
if
There's
you are
speed in the game.
what?
There's speed in the game.
Yeah. If you are taking your time, you're looking at 40 to 50 hours easily in this game. And that's not even counting a second playthrough with a completely different build, which trust us, it is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So, some of the achievements in the game, the weird, the hard, and the hilarious. um, the Disco Elysium has achievements, but they're not your typical kill 100 rats kind of deal achievements. These are clever, often bizarre, and sometimes wildly funny. It just goes over. I'll just go over a few select ones. So, the first one I'm going to go over is the world's most laughable centrist. You have to become a centrist, a true one. You'll need to constantly avoid taking a stand on anything. Not left, not right, just beige. It's like playing the whole game as the shrug emoji. It's surprisingly hard to do, but everyone around you just has an opinion and a Molotov cocktail. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Recruit Kim Kizaragi. I think
Yeah.
that's how you say his name. Yeah. Sounds easy. I mean, technically, you get him as a companion early on in the game, but unless you completely botch the intro and manage to alienate the most patient man in the game, it's like failing the tutorial, but funnier. You can actually just not recruit him if you don't
funny.
get him on your side.
Well, like you can be racist in the game, and he's like of Asian
True.
descent of some kind. They make up
Yeah.
their whole like area. You're not
Yeah.
really sure. Like it sounds huge. Everything sounds huge in the game. How big everywhere is.
True.
But he's from a different country essentially.
Yeah. There's baddest of the bad cops. You have to max out your capo type as an absolute bastard.
Okay.
This involves being rude, reckless, and generally terrible, but that's in a way almost endearing, like a raccoon in a leather jacket who yells inanimate objects.
Yep. I believe it.
Yeah. Dance You Fool. This is a secret nightclub. There's an opportunity to dance, and if you truly commit, it'll let the rhythm take you. You can earn this achievement for doing that. It's one of the most joyful moments in the game, and balances tragedy with the absurdity better than it has any right to do.
At the end of dancing, you pass out because you dance so hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
Nice.
funny.
Palebringer. This one is for the deep lore nerds. You'll have to dive into some of the game's most metaphysical and abstract content. Think Eldritch cosmic horror wrapped in political satire. It's not easy, but it is incredibly rewarding. Sorry, I cannot speak today.
Nobody can.
No one can speak. But yeah, that's what I got for the achievements.
Nice.
Trying a different kind of style of reading the achievements and talking about them. So I will go with the hunt for the eggs next.
Let's hear it.
All right, Easter eggs in this game. They are weird secrets and glorious nonsense, hidden stuff all over the game. I am not going to even come close to saying them all because there is so much, and I read a ton that a lot of people were saying, and I don't know how much of all of them are true, but there's a lot that are pretty crazy. First one I'm going to bring up is the Carl Jung connection. Your inner thoughts and skills, like Inland Empire and Authority, often reference psychology and physiology. Philosophy. I cannot. Yeah. If you dive into the names and behaviors of these voices, they closely align with Carl Jung's archetypes and concept of the collective unconscious. Inland Empire especially acts like Jung's idea for the shadow or intuition.
It might be Carl Jung, actually, not
Or
Jung.
Young. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is.
It's Jung.
Yeah, so sorry I mispronounced that. Another Easter egg, the Kim Kasaragi dance-off. If you manage to pass a high enough electrochemistry
dance.
Nice.
Yeah.
I heard about this and was like, oh, that sounds so cool. But yeah, if you manage to pass a high enough electrochemistry or reaction speed check during the party near the church, you can get Kim to dance. It's one of the most beloved hidden moments in the game and adds some rare levity to this unusually composed character.
Mm-hmm.
So was his dancing better than your dancing?
No, actually, it was not very good, but it was funny.
Fair. All right. Next one, I will talk about Planescape Torment Tribute. This game's design is heavily influenced by Planescape Torment, and there's a direct nods to it. And one of the examples is when the Thought Cabinet gives you the option to ponder what can change the nature of a man. This is an iconic line from that tabletop RPG.
Nice.
Disco Elysium's answer, by the way, probably doing drugs and communism. The hidden fourth music track in the church. Once you've repaired the church's audio setup and set up Suna's speakers or Sonas. I don't remember how to say
Suna,
it.
I think.
Yeah. Waiting around in the silence triggers a secret fourth track from the British Sea Power that only plays once. It's ethereal and rarely heard unless players are patient. So you just have to sit there and wait for all the tracks to play, and then there's a pause, and then there's another track.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Next one I'll talk about is the Pale's philosophical depth. The Pale is talked about as a physical and metaphysical phenomenon, but if you read between the lines, it is also a commentary on entropy, existential nihilism, and information decay. One Easter egg asks Joy Messer every possible question about the Pale, and she'll eventually mention how it might be eating reality itself.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very interesting, and it brings a really dark undertone to everything. If you it's like, oh, that's very, very interesting. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
what I got
Is
for
that all of
the
them?
Easter eggs so far. Yeah, there's like I said, there's a ton. I didn't want
there's a
to
lot.
do too much, but those are the ones I saw a lot of people pointing out, ones people were talking about, ones that I found particularly interesting.
All right, sounds good. So let's jump into our final, what our rating is.
Yes. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'm going to give this a top 5. Honestly,
Ooh,
this
dang.
game fucking killed it. They did such a cool job. It's so unlike any other RPG I've ever played. It's interesting. The lore of the world is vast and cool, and you don't really have to get into it if you don't want to. You could be a streamlined player, just get through it fine. But if you wanted to hear the lore, it's there for you to hear. Which, that's something I complain about all the time is put it as a side thing. You don't have to shove it in people's faces, but have it available so you know what you're getting yourself into.
True.
And they did exactly that. These are guys after my own heart. It sounds like they made a game just for me.
Yeah, yep. It really did sound like that. I was like, Scott's
Yeah,
gonna love this
like
one, I bet.
it's such a cool concept, and the themes are really interesting. It does get really dark and foreboding, but can be really
Mhm.
lighthearted too. And like the weirdness of disco being such a big deal in here, where like music
It's
does
so
actually
weird.
play a giant role, and
Mhm.
like it's just such an interesting world to build and to live in, because like the level of detail in this world is fucking incredible. There
Yeah.
is so much of it. Like, I don't think I could play this game once and get even 10% of it.
Dang. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's pretty
it's
crazy. It's got
crazy.
a lot of shit.
It's a lot of shit, but it's like cool shit. You could do
Mhm.
this as a tabletop game and have a lot of fun with it, you know?
Yeah. That would be crazy as a tabletop game, honestly. You'd have to
Hmm.
get Yeah, it's a very heady. I'm glad it's in a video game format because I think it would sometimes be a little hard to follow depending on how it was done on a tabletop game.
Yeah.
It's even hard to follow in the video game for me sometimes. I'm like,
Yeah. It's just a lot of lore. You'd have to learn all the lore.
yeah, that's true. But yeah, for me, I think I'm a little bit lower. I'm probably at a 4. I do think this is very unique. It's a very fresh game. It's very inventive and something we've never seen before. And I do think the dialogue and the things that you can do in this game are incredible. I do personally hate a lot of the point and click adventure kind of style things it
Yeah.
has,
They're
and that
rough.
does pull me down. Um, this is a I mean, it's a glorious, chaotic descent into the mind of the world's most broken, yet somehow charming detective. But if you've ever wondered what it's like to interrogate your own limbic system while debating communism with your necktie, well, welcome home.
Okay. Okay. Fair.
This is just it's just so unique that I have to give it a high rating because I think most people will vibe with it for some reason. I think I do need a little bit more guidance in the game, but besides
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I think for non-RPG players, this game can be a little bit harder. Like if your
Yes,
more
which is
game
me.
style is like you enjoy playing more straightforward games or games that have a lot of guidance with their RPG, then this is not going to be the game for you. But again, you just have to spend hours playing it, and you'd probably get it down eventually.
I think that's the other thing too is I just need more time in it. I haven't had enough time to like fully
Yeah,
grasp everything that's going on. And once I get more into it, like this is the thing with this game. I think the more you dive into it, it's kind of like Dungeons and
the
Dragons.
better it gets. Yeah,
Yeah, the more you dive in, the more you are like experience the world and absorb everything, the better everything gets. And this is one of those games that just fully encapsulates how much love you put into it.
yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, so that was it.
Yeah.
That was Disco Elysium.
Yes.
Our next game is going to be
It Takes Two.
It Takes Two, cooperative play game, good for couples.
Yes.
So,
Yes, we talked about it on our old version of our podcast. We're bringing it back, and I know
yep,
Split Fiction's out, but we
we'll do
haven't.
that one eventually.
We'll do that one eventually. We wanted to go back to It Takes Two though, because that was the one that really made them popular.
Yeah, I mean, they did have the prison game before that,
A
right?
Way Out,
So,
yeah.
yeah, that might be a fun one to do at some point too.
Oh, I'm down for it.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Mm.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. Remember,
Yes, thank you.
contact us, soulofgamer podcast at gmail.com. Shoot us any questions you
Yes,
have, any concerns, anything you want to say.
yes, and we love you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.